Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Infinite CEO podcast. So, this is where you're going to learn to master your energetics and your intuition so that you can have maximum expansion in your business. Intuition. How many times have you had this amazing download for a program or a course or something that is going to expand your business and has the potential to reach so many people and to engage in so many people and really up level your business? How many times have you had that? I've been in the shower and had this amazing download, and it's like all the pieces of my business have fallen into place finally, and just this program and this thing is going to be the thing that changes everything in my business. And then I get really excited because I know that this download has come from the divine. And then I've dragged my feet. I've gone, yep, I'm going to shower and I'm going to get ready for my business, going to get ready for the day. And then I get to there and then I get completely distracted with things that don't even matter, really. And then I've gone through the day and I was like, oh, I didn't put that thing in place. That's okay, I'll do it tomorrow, it's fine. And then tomorrow never quite comes. And then a week or two later, I see someone else, and this has probably happened to you, where you've seen someone else put something out on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and you've gone, oh, I thought of that like a week ago. I didn't take any action on it. That could have been me. That could have been my idea. I was supposed to be doing that. And you've shelved the idea. Not intentionally. Sometimes it is intentionally. Sometimes the voice gets in your head and you start thinking, or your ego starts talking to you and says things like, do you really think that that's meant for you? Maybe that was meant for one of your clients. Maybe you don't have enough time right now. You don't have enough time, do you? Like, when are you going to fit that in? Or you just pivoted your business and now you're going to pivot again. Like, be consistent. You're not consistent enough in your business. And so you get in your head about that particular thing. And then next minute, you see someone else doing it and they have it and it looks beautiful and the energy behind it is beautiful and the wording is beautiful and everything just feels like it's flowing for that person. And then a little bit of you goes, oh, I was supposed to do that. That was my idea. I had that idea. Maybe I can't do it now because they're doing it and I don't want them to think that I've stolen their idea, or that person might even be a client of yours. And so what happens is you get this message come through. The divine one says, this is yours. Take it. You've been asking, how can I expand my business? You've been asking for more clients. You've been asking for something. And here it is. It's almost laid out on a silver platter for you, because sometimes in those moments with me, I know the font I'm going to use. I know the wording I'm going to use. I know everything about that particular offer. So it's basically laid out on a silver platter for you. But your worst enemy is actually yourself. The worst thing that you can actually do is start listening to that ego, that voice that says, oh, it's not right for you, that voice that says, oh my goodness, you don't have enough time, or you just pivoted and now you're going to pivot again, stay consistent, your people are getting confused. Those kind of things don't come from the divine one. The divine one does not care if you've just pivoted your business. The divine one, the creator of all things, does not care that you don't think you have enough time. The creator of all things doesn't care if you don't feel ready to do it. You've asked for something. You've asked for growth in your business. You've asked for something, and now you are being delivered it. But because it's a co-creation, the idea was yours, then you physically have to do the action. So for instance, this podcast, me showing up on this podcast, I had the divine download to talk about this particular podcast. It was my humanness that I record these through Zoom. So, because it just transcribes it and puts it into audio for me so I've got the YouTube and then I've got the podcast. So, so I'm the one that brought Zoom up on my laptop. I'm the one that pressed record. I'm the one that's talking. That's how it's a co-creation. So if you get a download, a divine download, know that the reason you got that download was because you've been asking for a solution to a problem that you have and it dropped down. Now it's up to you. Now it's your role, your part of the co-creation of this thing. So the clients are going to come to you. The money is going to come to you because you took big, bold action, courageous action on the download that came to you. If you do not take that big, bold action because your intuition has told you to, then you are leaving money on the friggin' table. You're leaving money on the table because people sometimes, if you've ever done this, I know I have done it. So there's no judgment here whatsoever because I've done the exact same thing. I've gotten this beautiful download come down into me, and then I think to myself, oh, well, that means that I have to do this, and that means that I have to do that, and then I have to do that, and blah, 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 blah. And I get in my head and I start overthinking everything. I start overthinking everything. The ego and the subconscious work hand in hand together. They're very, very, very closely related. They start telling you these things in your head that maybe it's not worth, like maybe you're not supposed to do this, or it's going to take too much time, or the biggest thing is, how are you going to do it? How are you going to be able to perform this thing? You're not up to par with this. And the thing is, God doesn't really care if you're up to it or not. You've been asking for this solution, and then you start looking for signs. It's like, give me a sign that this is the right thing for me. Give me a sign that I'm meant to do this masterclass, or give me a sign that I'm meant to do this particular thing. Forgetting that the sign for you to do it was the initial downloading phase. It was the initial, I should do a masterclass. Yeah, I should do a masterclass. That is the sign. Don't go around looking for signs. If I see a blue bird, then that means that I am going to do this thing. If I see a pink, I don't know, feather. If I see a pink feather, that means that this program is meant for me. I've done it before. That's why there's no judgment here. And I've been out on the lookout. Where is the blue butterfly? Where is the pink feather? Or where is the dolphin? Or where is the whatever? And it starts to drive you insane because God and your spirit team are there going, I gave you a sign. I basically slapped you across the face. You wouldn't know a sign if it fell on your head, because the initial sign was that you should, the initial sign was the actual download. So in the moments where you go, okay, well, give me a sign that this is meant for me, you've lost it. You've lost the energy of it. The moment that you go, okay, well, if I do this thing and I charge $500 a person and I get 10 people in there, then no, don't think about that just yet. Think about the actual thing that you're supposed to create. Go through the motions. So if I get a download to do a masterclass, or if I get a download to do a program, basically anything, excuse me, my phone's going off. If I get the download, or when I get the download, not if, because I'm getting them constantly, when I get something that is going to shift and change my business, I go, okay, right. I write down instantly what it is, who it's going to help. Then I write down why I feel the need to do this. How does this tie into my business? Because I don't get downloads for masterclasses on how to tie your shoelaces, because it's not meant for me. I don't get downloads on how to mow the lawns, because it's not meant for me. I get downloads on initiation, how to expand your energy, how to quantum leap, how to jump timelines, how to do all these things, because this is what my business is about. So how does that fit into my business? What am I going to tie it to? What am I going to link it to? So I have the Infinite CEO membership. I have one-on-one sessions. I have VIPs, which is like group calls. So there's like 6 or 12 calls. I have different offers that I supply, which I offer. And so if I'm doing a masterclass, for instance, I'm just looking at Rebecca Campbell's Oracle cards here on my desk. So if I do a masterclass on Work Your Light, which is what her Oracle cards are, how am I going to link that? What am I going to link it to? Is that going to fuel into Infinite CEO? Is that going to fuel into my single sessions? Is that going to fuel into my VIPs with the 12 or the 6 sessions? And is it going to fuel into Connected, where I teach people how to use their intuition in their life and their business? Is it going to go into Recoded, which we recode your subconscious? So how am I going to link, what is this linked to in my business? So that's the strategy. That's how I structure things. I don't sit here and I go, okay, well, everything is all light and airy and fairy. I do have some strategy and some structure that supports my intuition. It doesn't lead me away from my intuition. It doesn't interfere with my intuition. It supports my intuition. So this is how you run a business using your intuition. Is you get the intuitive hit, you start taking guided action, inspired action, things that are going to lead you in your business. But how does your current business support this newness that is coming in? How does my intuition be supported by strategy and structure? And how does strategy and structure support my intuition and my energetics? It's not one or the other. They both work in harmony together. So you probably heard the old age thing. No strategy is going to work if you're out of alignment. And no matter what strategy you choose, if you're in alignment, it's going to work. But it doesn't always work like that. It is, I'm in alignment because I just got this amazing download. But how is my business going to support what I've just been received from the Divine One? So if you want to learn more about that and how that works specific for you, then get in contact with me. The Infinite CEO is an amazing membership. So if you want to get in there also, the link is in the description of this video. So join in through that way, or look me up on Facebook or Instagram or the TikTok or whatever. So there's so many ways that you can get in contact with me. But yeah, I'm going to be able to support you in teaching you how to use your intuition to support your business. All right, so that's it from me for today. I hope that you've learned something new, and remember to always learn lots and be kind. Bye for now.